Alien, Earth Episode 4, Observation, is the season's midpoint, and as much fun as I have every week watching the boy Cavalier dig his own grave, the latest installment was more stagnant than I was expecting. Alien, Earth Episode 3 slowed down and laid the groundwork for the next phase in the series' evolution, which was necessary after the gore of the debut episodes. However, it felt like Observation spent its runtime rehashing much of what we already know and stalling before we get back to the heart of the story. Observation and Metamorphosis could have easily been combined and retained the slow, deliberate pace that makes Alien, Earth so good. Episode 4 still has the look, feel, and burning philosophical questions that have kept us on the edge of our seats, but it was clearly a stepping stone to take us into the latter half of the season. Through the use of what might be the most crossfades ever seen in a single episode of television, Alien, Earth juggles its overlapping storylines and lets the audience know that on the island, nothing is a secret. Observation lives up to its title as the characters circle each other. Alien, Earth continues laying the groundwork for the rest of the season. Part of why Observation loses a little steam is that the episode requires a lot of tell-don't show moments that stick out compared to the early action of the series. Poor Slightly is blackmailed by Morrow, Hermit is put in his place by Atom, and the boy Cavalier makes a very one-sided deal with Wendy, sinking his claws even deeper into her psyche. Everyone has private motivations and aims as they enter into the many conversations of Observation, with the primary tension of the episode stemming from how these plans will play out. Wendy and Hermit get to spend some real time together in Observation, and I want to like Hermit a lot more than I do. Alex Lautherer isn't bad, but it's a brutally unforgiving part. Though Hermit is important for the plot, he's much less interesting than the geniuses and hybrids who surround him. His relationship with Wendy is confusing. He's more than ready to accept that this person is his sister and that he lacks control. However, it's clear that his sense of identity and belief system are weak, as Atom easily manipulates him into questioning Wendy's humanity. Wendy's ability to directly mimic, and it seems communicate, with the xenomorphs is compelling, and the way Alien, Earth plays with the sound design to translate this to our ears is as immersive as the beautiful sets. However, the series is leaning a little too heavily on the hybrid children's ability to be anything and everything the narrative requires. Fortunately, each of the hybrids is becoming more fully realized, and their differing perspectives on life on the island have a lot of promise. Nib's hysterical pregnancy and physical dominance of Dame Sylvia are a reminder of the power the hybrids wield. It's easy to agree with Arthur, as he privately argues that spending time on the xenomorphs and playing God with these experiments is a fool's errand. With the building tension surrounding who will be the alien's first snack and how the boy Cavalier's world will come crashing down around him, I'm the least interested in the xenomorphs. I know the alien's place in the narrative, but I'm most invested in the characters. This is why Observation still held my attention, even if it wasn't action-oriented. Wendy's relationship with the xenomorphs is still ambiguous. Her motivations and abilities are still coming into focus in Alien, Earth. Like most viewers, I can find a way to have empathy for almost anyone when watching a TV show, especially if the series finds a way to make the character relatable or make their motivations interesting. However, bonding with the baby xenomorph is a little too far for me, and I wouldn't be surprised if others felt similarly. It makes sense that Wendy would see herself in the xenomorphs, as they are also under observation, experimented on, and their fates have been taken out of their hands.